Dr. Henry Walton Jones, Jr., born July 1st, 1899 in Princeton, New Jersey, USA. Son of Henry Jones Sr. and Anna Jones. Former soldier turned professor and archaeologist. As well as the perfect cinematic hero, and here's why. Hello ladies and gentlemen and movie lovers of all kind, and welcome to another Let's Discuss video. As always, I am your host, Brett Murphy, and for today's topic, we are going to be discussing why Indiana Jones is the perfect hero. I don't plan on it being an extraordinarily long video or anything today. This is not a video essay, it's not super in-depth and picking apart and dissecting every single part of Indiana Jones's life. It's more so a discussion, hence the type of video that it is. It's really me just rattling off a few points as to why I consider Indiana Jones to be the perfect hero. I see no point in holding you up any longer, so without further ado, let's hop right into things. I think the first main thing that makes Indiana Jones the perfect hero is that he's just a regular guy. He's not some super spy or a superhero, or he's not filthy rich or anything like that. He's just a normal average dude. Like I said in the intro, he's just a college or university professor. Sure, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve being a former soldier, and he's pretty handy with that whip and quick on the pistol. But at the end of the day, there's nothing really special about him. Not to mention for my own self-esteem and every other average Joe's, but he's not in perfect shape either. I mean, he's definitely in good shape, and of course, as we all know, he's rugged, charming, and handsome, but he's not like the average action star or superhero that you see on the big screen every other weekend. More so than anything, he's just a regular guy. And another thing I love about him before the next point is the fact that he's in it for the right reasons. He's not in it for the fame, for the glory, for the ladies, or the money or anything like that. He's in it because of his love for archaeology. During the setup for Raiders of the Lost Ark, he says that after they're done studying the Ark, it's going to the museum, right? He's always so worried about if these artifacts will make it into the museum. He's all about the preservation of these artifacts, making sure that they're well taken care of and they don't fall into the wrong hands and they're not sold on the black market or anything like that. He has no malicious intents whatsoever. He's just a good guy. Another thing that sticks out to me when I think of Indiana Jones is the fact that not only does he at times require help, but he willingly accepts this help and he's thankful when he gets it. He's not a one-man army like most action-adventure stars. He needs help from his companions, and that's exactly why his companions are with him. Marion bails him out time and time again in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Short Round, apart from being a scene stealer in Temple of Doom, he also saves Indy's ass time and time again. Sure, there are times that he may be a little reluctant to have tag-alongs, but he looks after them, he cares for them, and he's thankful for them when they get him out of a corner. Which really leads into my next point. And that's the fact that he gets beaten and bested both mentally and physically in basically each and every movie. He's once again not your typical action star. He's no John McClane, John Rambo, or John Matrix. Wow, why do all the big action stars have John names? Nevertheless, you'll never see Indy just mowing down hordes of enemies with giant machine guns, or blowing them to bits with massive rocket launchers. He gets beaten. He gets caught, and he does get bested mentally by many of the film's villains. Again, that just makes me harken back to the fact that he's just a regular guy. And I think that's what I really love about him. He's vulnerable, and you don't get that in many of our action heroes. Most of our action heroes, and especially those in long-running franchises, usually along the line somewhere become indestructible. Look at John McClane. He very well could have been the headliner for this video. But pretty much from the second film on, and more so than ever in the fifth film, he is just this unkillable, slaughtering machine. It takes hell and earth to bring that guy down, and even then, he still manages to win the fight. Look at someone like Rambo, for instance, as well. Although in the fourth Rambo film, he was a total badass, and I was completely there for it. By the time you reach the last blood, you are thankful that it is the last blood. And aside from one very infamous scene in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Indy can be bested, and you see it time and time again. So I know this video is short for the most part, but I kinda just wanted to summarize my thoughts at the end here. I think Indiana Jones is the perfect hero because he's imperfect. He has flaws. He loses, but he overcomes and prevails. And he's in it for the right reasons. At the end of the day, I really think the main thing is that he's relatable and he's vulnerable. It really makes the audience members feel like he could be any one of us. And that is why Indiana Jones is the perfect cinematic hero. So that was all for today's video, folks. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or disagree with me. But most importantly, why? If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more content, consider subscribing to my channel and clicking that little bell icon, that way you can be notified about all of my latest uploads. As always, stay safe, thank you so much for watching, and that's a wrap. Hey you, yeah you, if you made it this far, just know I appreciate you, and while you're here, consider hitting that subscribe button.